Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm a little out of breath because I just brought all of the 100+ books that I got off of Facebook into the bedroom and has got everything situated so I can show you everything that I got. Let me show you, give you an angle real fast so you can see everything. Here's what we've got. We've got all this stuff. My camera is also on my tripod, so I'm doing my best to show you. So, let's go ahead and get started, I guess. Let me give you some background. I posted on a Buy Nothing Facebook group as well as a garage sale Facebook group. On the Buy Nothing group, I said, hey, does anybody have some books that they just want to give away that I could use to fill up free libraries around my city? There are tons of free libraries. A lot of them are empty. A lot of them don't have stuff. A lot of them have really old moldy books that probably just need thrown away. So I wanted to get these books to donate to free libraries. I now have way more than I had expected to get. So some of them will also be, I'm going to make gifts for the members of my book club. I'm going to give some to some friends, to some family, and then I'm also going to donate some of these to schools and to teachers as well. And most of the kids' books will be going to a pediatrics office here in town because they have a free library there for kids. So it'll be going to the pediatrician's office. I would like to make a detailed list on my phone of everything that I got, or maybe not a detailed list. I feel like I don't know how to do this the best because I also want to count how many I have. So what I might just do is go 1, 2, I don't know. Because I guess this video will be its own log. So we're just going to count how many we have. Books I got number on notes. Okay, and I'll just every 10 or so probably write down. Let's get started because this is going to probably take us quite a while. So the first one we have is Classic Starts Little Women. I think I had this growing up, and I remember liking this, I think. It's got some pictures and illustrations in it that look really cute. So this is one that will be donated. We've got The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I've looked through some of these. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen a lot of them, but I don't know everything that's in here. So The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. The Story of King Arthur and His Knights. Butterfly Meadow? I don't know what this is. It's got a little bit of water damage. So that's what I'm also trying to decide is if books that have water damage, should I just throw some of those away? Because I just think water damaged books, they can grow mold and it's just not great. So I'm trying to decide if any of them have water damage, if they need to be pitched, if they're just in really bad shape. So I'm making separate piles for everything. We'll have a pile of the ones that I'm going to keep because I know there's a couple in here that I'm interested in keeping. Then all the ones that will be going to the different people for my book club. We'll have a pile of the kids' books, of course, that will be donated. Then a pile of all the ones going to free libraries. That's what we've got so far. So there's going to be a lot of different piles. And of course, I'll show you guys all that at the end. Just getting a little video to show you guys of all of the books. I've got my tripod right there, but it's just kind of easier to show you on my phone. So this is what we've got in front of me right now. Okay, then we've got Wild Cherry Makes a Wish. There are some adult titles in here, so those will also have to be organized somewhere else. I don't know what this sticky note is, but it looks like it could go in the trash, so I'm going to do that. Oxford Tales from Africa, another kid's book. Little Women, another version. I think this is more a picture version than the other one. Yeah, this one has a lot more pictures and art in it, so this is probably for younger kids. Then we've got Pokemon, Island of Giant Pokemon. I've never read anything Pokemon. We've got Spiderwick. I have no idea what this is. It's like a kid's chapter book. It's got some illustrations in it too. Is this one? 8 Keys. This looks like an adult title. For Elise, nothing has seemed right since middle school. Nope, okay. Since middle school started, she gets tortured by her locker partner and can't get her homework done. Okay, this is definitely a title, but it's more like young adult than kids. So I might make a separate area for that, but who knows. So I think I'm just going to set young adult aside. I think this one is adult. I don't know. This is Miss Jane Pittman. No idea what that is. Focus. Miss Jane Pittman, she is one of the most unforgettable heroines of American fiction. Okay, so this is definitely adult. So this will go over here. I had my husband angle it down just a little bit so that you guys can actually see like the piles of books that we're going through. Thought that would be more interesting. Like you can't see a whole lot, but you can see better. So we've got The Tales of Beetle and Bard. This is a really cool cover. I've never seen this version before. I have a version on my shelf, and it doesn't look like this, but this is sick. My cat really loves to chew books, so I might have to kick him out. This is definitely not a kid's style. Naked Pictures of Famous People. All right. That one's probably actually just going to go to Goodwill because I don't really feel like... Oh, there's no actual pictures in here, so I don't know what this is about. I was really scared. I was like holding it far away from me. I don't know what this is about. This is probably going to go to Goodwill because I don't really feel like putting this in a free... Like, what if a kid got a hold of this in a free library? I don't think... Like, I didn't see any pictures. However, I still don't know what it's about, and I don't feel safe putting it in a free library. So this is going to go to Goodwill. There's definitely... Okay, looks like there's maybe just a teeny bit here. So this is that book. This is going to go to Goodwill. Goodwill. Then we have Water for Elephants. My mom loves this book. I have no idea what it's about, but she loves this book. This is an adult title, clearly. We've got Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Cabin Fever. I used to read these, and I literally haven't read one of these in so long. Got more kids. Okay, we've got Classics for Young Readers. I have no idea what's in here, but this looks cute. I like the rooster art. We've got Treasure Hunters, Secrets of the Forbidden City by James Patterson. Oh, this is a kid's book by James Patterson. That's kind of cool. This says middle school on the top. Best-selling author of middle school and iFunny. This looks like it could be... Oh, this is definitely a chapter book. So this would probably be more like young adult. We've got Now We Are Six. I don't know if this... Ooh, this is kind of gross. Oh... What do you guys think I should do with some of the gross ones? Like, this has got some, like, something that's gross. This has got something crushed in it. So this is going to be, I don't know. Those ones I'm trying to figure out if those need to be garbage because I don't want to be giving people nasty books, you know? The Boy at War. I have no idea what this is, but here's another one. Oh, I don't think I even showed you guys the last one. I don't think I showed you Now We Are Six. Here's Now We Are Six. It's got something, like, crushed down in here and then in some of the pages, so... Not loving that. A lot of like this box is one of the free boxes. Some of these I paid for, but some of them were given to me for free. This tote here that you guys can see was one that I paid for, as well as there's a bag right up here that I paid for. We've got Memoirs of Geisha, I think is how that's pronounced. My sister was here a minute ago looking through some of these, and she said that this is about, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, so I won't. It's about people that get paid for certain services that's considered illegal in the US. But this is over in Japan, I think. So that's definitely not a kid's title. Not a kid's title. We've got Wilbur and Orville Wright. I think I actually had this book as a kid. I think I had this growing up. I didn't read a whole lot, but I read stuff like this. We've got Mirror, Mirror, the movie novel. This one looks pretty clean. There's like something up here, but I think that's just, it's just a little rip. Mirror, Mirror, the movie novel. Fair Play, a game-changing solution for when you have too much to do. This is definitely an adult title, especially since it's a Reese's Book Club pick. So that will go over here. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Okay. Guys, I've heard really, really good things about this book. And I keep thinking about keeping it. But I don't know. So I'm going to set it aside in a pile of books I might be keeping. But I haven't decided. I feel like I want to read like more on the synopsis. This is also like a really big book. So I don't know. I feel like I've heard really good things about it. So I'm going to set it aside for now. But I honestly have a feeling I will not keep it. But I just want to look into it a little bit more before I make a decision. So that one will go here. Another kid's title. We have The Wind in the Willows. That one looks cute. Underworlds, The Battle Begins. Don't know what that is. We have Archie's Jumbo Comics. These will be so cute for somebody. My husband loves comics, so, you know, if these were adult comics, he would absolutely be keeping those. He would love that. We've got The Great Shark Escape. Magic School Bus shout out. Anybody else watch Magic School Bus as a kid? Loved that show. Absolutely loved that show. This looks like more of a young adult title as well. The Red Pyramid. I've never heard of this, but honestly, the cover is so pretty. Like, that looks really cool. That is definitely a young adult title, so that'll go over there. We've got Gifted Hands, the Ben Carson story. This looks like a memoir, and I have no idea what this is. So this looks like an adult title for sure. So adult titles over here. Spiderwick again. Spiderwick Chronicles, A Giant Problem. But like an actual giant. You know, the giant is a problem. We've got Irving Stone, The Agony and the Ecstasy. This is definitely not a kid's book. Definitely not a kid's book. I went to make sure my mic is actually like turned on and working because it would be really devastating if I got through all of these books and it wasn't. Oh my gosh, guys, I haven't counted. Let me count. 4. Okay, so we have 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, so far we have 32 books that I've gone through. That is actually way more than I thought. Let me write that down. The 33rd book is Treasure Hunters, Danger Down the Nile, another James Patterson book. These look actually so cute. I feel like some kid will absolutely eat this up. 34, we've got Treasure Hunters, another James Patterson book. These look, again, just like so cute. I kind of like want to check this out. Like, I'm not going to keep them, obviously, but I might just like take a little look-see through this before I get rid of it. Gilly Macmillan, Odd Child Out. This is definitely not a kid's title, so this will need to go in adults. Don't know what that one's about. 36 and 37 are Cooking with Chef Brad. I have no idea what these are, but I'm just going to show these to you at the same time. So these are also going to go in their own separate category because I'm trying to keep like any like cooking or self-help stuff in their own like little area so they don't like mix those up with stuff, because those might also go to Goodwill just because that's not something that I really ever see in a free library. And if I've ever seen a free library, I've seen it like in the same spot for a year and has never moved. So those will probably go to Goodwill. We've got Helen Keller. I think this is a kid's book. Yeah, this is a kid's book. Okay, that'll go there. Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. Guys, was this a... No, this was not. There's no way this was a book before the movie. This is a kid's book. Super cute. I love that movie. The movie's genuinely so good. Frommer's Easy Guide to Tokyo, Kyoto, and Western Honshu. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. Don't make fun of me. So this will probably also be a Goodwill one because this is not something that I really think would fit in a free library. So we'll throw that in the Goodwill pile. We've got I'm Just Here for the Food by Alton Brown. Guys, I loved the Food Network as a kid and loved Alton Brown. But this is another one that will be going to Goodwill. We've got What the Dog Saw. I have no idea what this is. And Other Adventures. I don't think this is a kid's book. Oh. The first sentence of the synopsis is, what is the difference between choking and panicking? Girl, what? Yeah, that's not a kid's book. That's not a kid's book. All right, we've got Iceland. Oh, this looks cool. I have always wanted to go to Iceland, to be honest with you guys. I want to go so bad. I want to just travel in general. I've never been out of the country. Just kind of sad. But that will also be a Goodwill one. Lonely Planet. They are a great company. I really like them. They've sent me some stuff before. Okay. Dinner with Danes. With the Danes. I don't know what this is. Another recipe book. This one I honestly might look through. It looks kind of cute. And I love a good cookbook. And they look like these like really simple, easy recipes. Fried eel. Never mind. Not simple. What the heck? Who just has access to eel? I guess some people. Dick and Jane. I loved this book as a kid. I loved this so much. So I was super excited to see this one in there. That one is adorable. Guys, I'm trying to like count these as I'm going, but what I'm thinking is I'm probably just going to have to count them as I like organize them like back into different boxes, because trying to count them as I'm showing them to you is way too much of a hassle. So we're probably not going to be able to do that. Then we have Mikhail's Easy Sewing book. This will probably be another Goodwill one. So we're going to stick that over here. We've got a couple other ones in here. Some like magazines. Phew, that is dusty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Simplicity Sewing book. Another one. Here's this one. This one will go to Goodwill as well. Usborne World... that's probably not how that's pronounced. Don't come for me, I have dyslexia. But some ancient world book. This will probably also go to Goodwill. I don't feel like this would be a free library book for kids. Or maybe. Honestly, I had a book like this growing up and I loved this thing. So you know what? Actually, I think this could be a good free library thing. Because I loved history as a kid and I feel like maybe some other kid would eat this up. Okay, so we have all the kids' books organized and the adult titles over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the kids' books back in here, I think. So then I'm going to count them and then number this box. I think this is going to be the best way to do this. And 30. Okay, so we've got 30 in the kids' box. Sorry, I'm trying to itch my face like this because there's like grime on my hands now. And I don't really want to touch my face. Because some of these are not very clean, so I'll probably clean some of these up too. So far we've got 30 in this box. I know there are a couple more kids' titles in the one right in front of me. So this will increase, but I'm just going to go ahead and write down that number so that I don't forget. So we're going to push this to the side. We're going to pull this one. And let me show you guys what we've got in this one just on the top and in the kids one so far. So here's what we've got in the box we're starting, and here is what we've got in the kids box so far. All right, the first book is The Seeing Stone. This looks like a young adult title. 13-year-old Arthur, yes. This is definitely a young adult title. So this will go into the kids box as well. We've got Dolly Parton and James Patterson. Run, Rose, Run. I have no idea what this is. No idea. Let's see. A new singer arrives in Nashville. She calls herself Annie Lee Keys, and she has more beauty, talent, and ambition than most, and a dangerous past that she's running from. Her performance of original songs at open mic night at the Cat's Paw Saloon downtown transfixes Ethan Blake, backup musician for country star Ruthann Ryder. I have no idea what this is, but it's definitely going to probably end up being a romance. Not something I'm interested in. So this will just go in the adult titles that will go into free library. This is garbage. I need to throw this away. Okay, then we've got Delivered from Distraction, Getting the Most Out of Life with Attention Deficit Disorder. Okay, this will also be a Goodwill because I do not think anybody who's going to go to a free library is going to be like, oh my gosh, I found Delivered from Distraction. Cannot believe I've been looking for this book forever. I've never once had somebody say that about a self-help book. Never known anybody that said that. I've never said that. I've never heard anybody say they've said that. So this is going to be a Goodwill. Then we've got What She Saw. Let's see what this one is. Okay, I don't know what this is, but it doesn't interest me. This is definitely an adult title. I don't know what that is. So it's going in an adult free library. We've got It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. Most of you probably know this, so I do not need to read the synopsis for this one. Will not be keeping any Colleen Hoover. That's going to be a no for me, dog. That's going to be a no for me. I have not personally read one of her books, but I've heard a lot of things about her books, and all of the things I've heard have been bad. And I've watched her movies, and they are bad. So, not a great indicator that I would like her books. We've got What Alice Forgot by Lainey Moriarty. I feel like I've heard good things about this one, so I'm going to read the synopsis. That sounds kind of interesting. I feel like someone in my book club could maybe like this one, so I think I'll set this one aside and possibly book club gift. That's going to go here. We have Gabriella, an American Girl doll book. I had these as a kid, and I absolutely ate these up, so I'm actually really excited to see this in here, and I hope some kid finds this and gets so excited, because I would. If I was a kid. Not now, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. We've got The Boy Who Followed His Father to Auschwitz. Interesting. A true story of family and survival. So I think we all kind of know what this is about, based off the title. So I'm not going to read the synopsis on this. However, my sister-in-law, let me actually show this to you real quick. My sister-in-law absolutely loves historical fiction and World War II historical fiction. So I'm going to set this one aside for her and see if she's interested in this one. This will go down here, I guess. It'll similar stack because I might see if she's interested in some of the book club ones if I decide not to give them for book club. We've got, that is this thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to put on gloves. I have latex gloves downstairs, but it's okay. We're going to power through. We've got Anita Sharive's book, Testimony. I have the author of Body Surfing. That's a weird title. I have no idea what this is. Let's see what this is. At Avery's Academy, a prestigious New England boarding school, the headmaster finds himself in possession of a videotape. A disaster, in a small package. More shocking than the sexual acts recorded on the tape. No, that's not gonna, I can already tell that's not gonna be for me, nor anyone in my book club, nor my sister-in-law. So that's gonna go over to the side. You know, somebody else might really like that. However, all the people I know would probably not. So that's gonna be no. We've got Frindle, I think that's how that's pronounced, another kid's book. We've got Chester Cricket's New Home, another kid's book. We have a Jodi Picoult book. Ooh, this one is grimy. Oh, this needs cleaned. Yeah, this one's going to need wiped off. This is called The Storyteller. I'm just going to lightly touch that one. Let's see. I don't think anybody I know would personally like this. So that's just going to go free library. But it does sound kind of interesting. I just don't know if they would enjoy it. We've got a Minecraft book. Heck yeah, had these growing up. Love to see it. Love to see it. Guys, we still have so many books. This is insane. We have The Tattooist of Auschwitz. I'm sure we can, again, all guess what that is about. I'll set that aside for her. I'm not sure she would enjoy this one based off of some things I've heard about it, but I'll also see if she wants it. We've got, there's a sticker on this one. That's not coming off. Oh my gosh, that's not coming off. Okay, Elizabeth Flick, Everything Must Go. I don't know what this is, so let's see. No, this doesn't sound like anything that I would be interested in or my friends, so we'll put that in a free library. Got another kid's book. I think or maybe it's this manga. So this is probably not kids. So this will definitely go in a free library, not in the kids section. I didn't even show it to you. Here, it's backwards. Like, this is how you open it. Like, this is the front. Is that not weird? I don't read manga, so I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, or maybe this was printed upside down. I have no idea, but it's kind of weird. We have Regretting You, a novel by Colleen Hoover. See, this one might be a trash one, because this one has a ton, like this whole thing, like looks like it was dropped in a bucket of water. First, let me show it to you. It doesn't look that bad from the front. However, like the sides, like all of this, like this entire section here is water damage. Like I can just feel it. Yeah, and I can see it, and this is all bent. So honestly, this one might be a garbage one, and I don't feel bad about throwing away a Colleen Hoover book, because yeah, there's more water damage down here at the back. So I think this one is going to be trash. That one's going to go in the garbage. Then we have Heart Bones by Colleen Hoover. Never heard of this one, but we've got this one. That'll go in a free library. We have Kibble Talk. I think this is, yes, 9-year-old Tawny finds out and thinks, yeah. So this is a kid's book for like young adults. So that'll go over here. We've got Animal Jam, Call of the Alphas. No idea what this is. Another kid's book. Another kid's book, The Boys Book, How to Be the Best at Everything, which, I don't know, this feels kind of like toxic masculinity, just a tad. Okay, no, this is funny. Fight a Crocodile, page 13. Rip a Phone Book in Half, page 32. Okay. I know my brother would have loved something like this growing up, and it's not like a toxic masculinity thing. So this is kids' book. We have America, Teacher's Edition, a citizen's guide to democracy in action. I don't know what this is, but this will also be Goodwill. Wait, is that a, nope, that's, okay. This is Goodwill. We have The Time Traveler's Wife. Guys, I'm going to keep this one, I think. If not, I'm going to give it to my sister-in-law because I feel like she would love this. Yeah, I think I would like this one. So I think this is going to go in a pile of one that I would like to keep. Ooh, hair, ew. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to clean all these off before I put them in free libraries because some of them are just so gross. Me, Emma by Elizabeth Flock. I have no idea what this is. Oh, Carrie Parker's like any other 8-year-old, playing make-believe, dreading school, dreaming a faraway place. But even her imaginative mind can't shut out the realities of her impoverished North Carolina home. So this is an adult title. Here's what we got. Because I feel like an impoverished Carolina home is not like a kid's book. This one's also just kind of gross and old. Oh, and it's got water damage too. Like a lot of water damage here down at the bottom. This one is going to go in the trash pile for now. I'll reevaluate that one later. I just don't want to like give somebody or like even a free library books that are just kind of destroyed and covered in water damage because so many of them are like that. and then they just sit there forever and nobody wants to take them. So I just don't want to put something like that in there. We have Icy Sparks by, which is an Oprah's book club pick. I don't know what this is about. I don't think this is something any of the people I know would be interested in, but it kind of looks interesting. Could be good for someone. We've got The Light Between Oceans. This sounds really familiar. It's now a major motion picture, which was probably like 10 years ago. After 4 harrowing years on the Western Front, Tom Sherborne returns to Australia and takes a job as a lighthouse keeper on Janus Rock, nearly half a day's journey from the coast, to this isolated island where the supply boat comes once a season. Tom brings a young, bold, and loving wife, Isabel. Years later, after 2 miscarriages and 1 stillbirth, the grieving Isabel hears a baby's cry on the wind. A boat washes up on shore, carrying a dead man and a living baby. Tom, who keeps meticulous records and whose moral principles have withstood a horrific war, wants to report the man an infant immediately. But Isabel insists that the baby is a gift from God, and against Tom's judgment, they claim her as their own and name her Lucy. Okay, I feel like my sister-in-law might actually really like this, so I'm going to set this aside for her. We've got 2 copies of Night Road by Kristen Hanna, which is awesome because I've been wanting to read this one. So I will be keeping one of these copies, donating one to a free library. Here are the 2 copies. I'm going to keep this one, donate this one. About a Boy, an author of High Fidelity and How to Be Good. I don't know what this is. Now a major motion picture as well. Is that Hugh Grant? Guys, I think that's Hugh Grant on the cover. I think that's him. That looks kind of like him, doesn't it? I feel like it does. But that will be a free library. We've got a knitting book, which I feel like is another like one that I feel like this could go into free library. I feel like somebody might be excited to find this, but I think this is probably going to end up going to Goodwill. I feel like this would be a Goodwill one. Okay, so we've got something called Angels and Demons. I have no idea what this is. Not something that anybody I know would like. So this one will go to a free library. I don't know what this is, but it is a chonky book, dude. Oh, it's got a bunch of water. Oh, it's mold. Oh, Don't throw up. Guys, my like tolerance for gross things is so low. That has mold on it. That is going in the garbage. Let me just show it to you. I think I can pick it up without vomiting. Here, I'm just gonna like, yeah. It's got literally like so much mold down here on the bottom. So that's trash. Girl in a Blue Coat. I don't know what this one is, but it looks kind of interesting. Amsterdam, 1943. Don't know how to pronounce that name. Spends her days finding and delivering sought after black market goods to paying customers. Already off the bat, I don't think there's anything that anybody I know would be interested in. It does sound interesting, but I don't think they would like it. We've got Dare to Repair, a do-it-yourself guide to fixing almost anything in the home. So this is also probably going to be a Goodwill, but I do think this book looks cool. But this is a Goodwill. Goodwill book. The Omnivore's Dilemma. Ugh. Also covered in something. These ones that I have right here are all like super clean. So I'm going to go wash my hands as soon as I'm done with these like really gross ones. Yeah, these are kind of nasty. Okay, this includes food rules and quick reference cards. So this will be a Goodwill one as well. Body Surfing. Oh, from that other author, Body Surfing. I don't know what this is about, but I feel like I've heard of it. At the age of 29, Sydney has already been once divorced and once widowed. Trying to regain her footing, she has signed on to tutor the teenage daughter of a well-to-do couple as they spend a sultry summer at their oceanfront New Hampshire cottage. I don't think anybody I know would be interested. I don't know what this is. And I don't know. I think it's a kid's book. Yeah, it looks like a kid's book. It's got a lot of pictures, so I'm going to guess kids. Then we've got Googled The End of the World as We Know It. That sounds kind of depressing. With a really bad like cup stain here, so I'm going to wash that one off, but this will go to a free library. Here, this one looks kind of cute. The Magnolia Sisters. Great price. What is with that sticker? Look at that. And that's not even a sticker. Like, that doesn't come off. That's crazy. Just to put great price on there. It sounds kind of interesting, but not something I think anybody I know would be interested in. Then we've got Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. This is the one I've heard is kind of spooky. when she talks about those kids, you know, if you've heard, you know what I'm talking about. So free library. We have a Book of the Month edition of The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. I don't think anybody in my book club would like this. They're not huge historical fiction people, so I don't think that they would like this. However, this will be an amazing free library find for somebody. Ruby Loonfoot. I have no idea what this is. This will be another free library book. Free library. And when I eventually fill up free libraries, because I think that I will fill up a lot of them, I'm going to donate these either to schools, the library, teachers, stuff like that, so that they're getting, used by people who want them. The Improper Life of Bezella Grove. I think that's how you pronounce that. There's dust flying everywhere from this box. It's so bad. Nothing I'm interested in or anything I think my friends would be interested in. Here's a library book, Secrets to Happiness. Another adult title. Okay, so we've got a bunch of adult titles over here that will go to the free library. So I'm going to go ahead and count these and put them in this box. Okay, so we have 29 in here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this. This will, of course, get filled up more, but that way I can just keep track of how many I have in here now. And then we've got some more kids' books. So we have 30 currently in here. Okay, so now we're going to get into the ones that I paid for. So this is one bag that we have. I'll show you guys that. And then we'll get into this tote a little bit too. Here is the bag and the tote. These are all the ones that I paid for. This is all from one person, by the way. Okay, we've got All the Children Are Home, a novel. Don't know this one. These paperbacks with these things in are just so weird to me. This one looks kind of interesting, but nothing that I think anybody I know would be interested in. So that'll go over here. We've got Home Again by Kristen Hanna. This one I am going to keep because I love Kristen Hanna and I really want to read this one. So this one is going to go over here. We have Dear Debbie by Frida McFadden. I am contemplating keeping this one, but I'm not sure. Because I've just not been in a thriller mood recently. My husband brought me wet wipes so I can wipe off my hands because some of these books are just kind of gross. And I have some goldfish over here and I'm kind of hungry. So don't really want to touch the goldfish with a ton of germs all over my hands. So gotta keep it clean, Gotta be clean. Gotta be clean. I think I'm going to donate Milo. I think I'm just going to go ahead and donate Dear Debbie because I'm just not a huge, I've read a few Frida McFadden books and I haven't loved them, to be honest with you. I like The Housemaid, but that was really the only one of hers that I liked. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and donate this one. Then we have Until We Meet. I don't know what this one's about, but it sounds familiar. I feel like my sister-in-law might like this one, so I'm going to set this aside for her. We have The Stepsisters. Oh, this one has tons of water damage on the back. Oh, tons. It's really only this section here, and it's not too bad. So I think this is still okay to go in a free library. I don't think anybody I know would be interested in this one, so this one's going to go to a free library. Then we have My Life with the Walter Boys. This one's really popular, so I feel like everybody probably knows this one. This is actually going to go to my little sister. I feel like she'd really like this book. And she's in my book club, so that'll go to her. The Boy in the Photo. Not heard of this one. After 6 years of sleepless nights and endless days of missing her son, Megan finally gets the call she has been dreaming about. Daniel has walked into the police station in a remote town just a few miles away. That sounds really interesting. I mean, there's more, of course, to the synopsis. That sounds really interesting, but I think that'll be a free library. We have, some of these don't have dust jackets, by the way. We have Counting Miracles, Nicholas Sparks. This will be free library. I'm not a big Nicholas Sparks person. I kind of like some of his movies, but I'm not a huge fan of his. We have The Book Woman of Troublesome Creek. This sounds interesting. I feel like my sister-in-law might like this one, so I'm going to set that aside for her. I would maybe read it, but I feel like she would like it more, so I think I'm going to give it to her. We have The Ninth Month by James Patterson. Free library. Off the Deep End. Another thriller. This is something I don't think I would be interested in, so we're going to put this aside. And I don't think any of my friends either. Every Moment Since. Another thriller that's going to go to the side. There are a couple of thrillers I've seen in here that I actually have in mind for some friends already, but I only have one friend in my book club who likes thrillers, so not going to be using a lot of thrillers. Whoops, drop that one. We have What Happened on Hicks Road, free library. We have The Best Summer of Our Lives. This is a signed edition by Rachel Huck, I think is maybe how you pronounce that. 20 years ago, the summer of 77 was supposed to be the best summer of Summer Wells's life. That just did not feel right. But she and her best friend Spring, Autumn, and Snow, what? The Four Seasons had big plans. Okay, so not like actual people. I was like, that's crazy. But those plans never had a chance. After a teenage prank gone awry, the Seasons found themselves on a bus to Tumbleweed Nowhere, Oklahoma, to spend 8 weeks as camp counselors. All 4 of them arrived with hidden secrets and buried fears, and the events that unfolded in those 2 months forever altered their friendship, their lives, and their futures. Now 30-something Summer is at a crossroads with her latest girl band, leaves her at the motel outside of Tulsa. She is forced to face the shadow of her past. That sounds kind of interesting. I feel like somebody in my book club could like this one, so we're going to set that aside. Local Woman Missing, which I think sounds really interesting. I honestly am not sure if I'll keep one of these because I know there are 3 copies of this in here, but this one I am also going to give to somebody in book club. The Seaside Library by Brenda Novak. This is another signed copy. This one I think I will also set aside for somebody possibly in book club because I feel like they could like it. And not all the ones I'm setting aside will go to people in book club. It's more just like, okay, this one they might like, so I'm going to see if I want to use that one. Just like setting them aside so I can kind of keep track of everything. Then we've got The Last Lady Bee. This one actually sounds kind of cute. I actually read the synopsis for this earlier. I might keep this, but I also might give this to a friend in book club. I'll probably end up just giving it to a friend. But it sounds interesting. I feel like I have somebody in mind that I know would like this. So that one will go over here. I think there are 5 people besides me in my book club, so 6 total. So I want to give each of them 2 books. So I'm trying to make sure I have enough for everybody. Well, I definitely will, but I just want to make sure like I have enough that people will like. Another Brenda Novak, One Perfect Summer, another autographed copy. When Serenity Elston swabbed her cheeks for 23andMe, she joked about uncovering some dark ancestral scandal. Oh, my mom told me about this one because she was reading it when she was over here. So this one I feel like somebody could like. So we're going to set that aside. All right, guys, we're finishing filming on my phone because my camera died and my other battery was dead. So we're going to finish filming on my phone. I think I should have had everything, like, put everything back that didn't get filmed when it died. So we have Tell Me What Really Happened by Chelsea Sadote. I don't know how to pronounce that. Here's this one. It's going to go to a free library. We have The Daughters of Eartown. Not exactly sure. But this one looks interesting. I feel like my sister-in-law could maybe like this one, so I'm going to set this aside for her. We have Mommy, Please Don't Leave. I don't know what this is, but will be a free library for sure. We have The Perfect Marriage. Heard really good things about this one. I know a lot of people like this one. This one's going to go in a free library. I feel like that'll be a great find for somebody. Then we have Susan Mallory's The Friendship List. This sounds kind of interesting. So let's see. 2 best friends jumpstart their lives in a summer that will change them forever. Single mom Ellen Fox couldn't be more content until she overhears her son saying he can't go to his dream college because she needs him too much. Oh, that's a bummer. This one sounds kind of interesting. I feel like somebody in my book club could like this, so I'm going to set this over here. Okay, bag 1 is done. Now we just have the tote. Okay, so I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to put all the Goodwill ones in this bag. And then some of the adult titles, we're actually going to go ahead and load them up in this box. $43, cross out 29, mark 43. Okay. 43. Goodness. Okay, now we're on to the big guy. Now we're on to this guy. Keeping the Shippers. I already know I was keeping this one. I've been wanting to read this and have not. It's also signed. Guys, it's signed. Like, I was the most excited when I saw this in here. Literally went, oh my gosh. So I'm keeping that one. The Glass Castle. This is a memoir, which I've heard really good things about. Does it have water damage? Oh, just a tiny bit, but it's nothing too bad. It's just like in the corner down here. I've heard really good things about this one, and I think somebody in my book club might like this one, so I'm going to set this one aside. We have Credence. Guys, this book is insane. This book is crazy. Like, I watched Lexi's entire video on this, like where she literally talked about everything that happened in the book, and it's gonna be a hardcore no for me, dog. Hardcore no for me. Would not recommend this to anybody. Would not give this to a friend. But here's Credence. We have the rest of the story. This is a first edition, and it's also signed. Let's see what this is about. I don't think this is anything I'm interested in, nor do I think it's anything that my book club would be interested, but here's this. Okay, we have something called When Crickets Cry. I don't know what this is. Looks kind of interesting, but this is going to go to a free library. Robin Carr, A Family Affair. No, I don't think anybody I know would be interested in this one, so free library. We have Because You're Mine, which will also be a free library one. It's a thriller. This is Frontier Follies, Adventures in Marriage and Motherhood in the Middle of Nowhere. I have no idea what this is, but free library. It looks kind of interesting. It looks like it could be good for a mom, who might be looking at a free library. Another copy of Local Woman Missing. I actually don't know what this is about, so let me look. I've just heard like really good things about it. Okay, it sounds kind of interesting. This version is going to go to a free library because we have another version here called Local Woman Missing that I think I will give a try. I'll give this hardcover a try. It's also a special edition, which I was kind of excited to find. So yeah, I think I will give this one a try because I do like the occasional thriller and I want some books for Halloween, so I will try it out. We shall see. Or do I want to keep the paperback? Because honestly, I'm a paperback girly. I don't know. I might decide later. We have The Tenant by Frida McFadden. Ooh, this one's got some dust on it. This one will also be going to a free library. We have Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. I have no interest in reading this one personally. I know I've heard a lot of really good things about it, but I have no interest. It doesn't have the dust jacket, so it's just this. So this is going to go to a free library. The Mother Next Door, another thriller. That'll go free library. My mom said she wanted this one, Night of Miracles. I have no idea what this is, but my mom wants it, so that will go to her. We have The Cheerleaders by Cara Thomas. Don't know this one. First, there was a car accident. Not long after, the murders happened. Monica's sister was the last cheerleader to die. Ooh, okay. This has suicide in it. I don't think I can say that on YouTube. This has something that I can't say or else I'll get demonetized on it, but is like kind of a trigger for me, so I don't read that. Between Two Trailers, a memoir. This will go to a free library. I don't know if a lot of the people in my book club love memoirs because we really only read fiction because that's what most of us like, but they might, so you never know. The Shore. Never heard of this one. I think this is another thriller. I wish that like on this tag back here that they put like what genre it is so that I could just know right off the bat. I don't think anybody would be interested in this one, but it sounds kind of good. So free library. Every Last Word. Not heard of this one, but I kind of like the cover. It's just very simple. It looks really nice. This one looks kind of interesting. I think somebody would really like that one. The Peace We Keep. This looks like another maybe World War II one. 2 years have done little to ease veterinarian Audra Hughes' grief over her husband's untimely death. Eager for a fresh start, Audra plans to leave Portland for a new job, so not a World War II book. That's just the vibe I got from the cover. I feel like maybe my friend would like this one. Maybe. So I'm going to set this aside. Oh, run out of space. She Didn't See It Coming by that name that I can't pronounce. Another thriller. I think I've heard pretty good things about this one. So I think somebody will really like this find. House of Glass, another thriller, Book of the Month edition. Free library. We've got a Danielle Steele, Only the Brave. I have no idea what this is, but I do not read Danielle Steele, and I don't know anybody who does. So free library. We Begin at the End. This looks interesting. This kind of looks like a historical fiction. Let's see. That sounds kind of interesting. It's got a little bit of water damage. Oh, it's got a lot of water damage here. Oh no. The entire book has water damage. That's really heartbreaking. It's really like, it's not terrible. Like, it's bad at the bottom of the pages, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. So I don't know what to do with this one. Maybe comment down below if you think I should throw it away or if you think that I should free library it or Goodwill it. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to put it in the free library section for now. I'll be interested to see what you guys have to say. My cat is trying to break down the door to get in here. He's so upset. We've got another thriller I've heard good things about. This one looks interesting. Set that aside. So 2 each. Okay, so that should be enough, and I can go through those and kind of see what people like. Home for the Summer. I don't know this one. Let's see what this is. The journey to Yorktide, Maine was always a happy one for Frida and Aaron Braithwaite. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. And their 2 daughters. Frida loves her mother's old farmhouse, and the girls have grown closer there, sharing a bedroom and spinning stories into night. He is literally trying to break down the door. I should probably let him in just in case he has to pee. He definitely didn't have to pee because as soon as I opened the door, he ran away. So I left the door open just in case. This sounds kind of interesting. I might set this one aside for book club. See if I feel like anybody would like that one. We have Viola Davis, Judge Stone. Oh, also James Patterson. That one will go to a free library. The Summer That Changed Everything. I love this cover. This is just such a cute cover. Oh, this is also signed. Exciting. That sounds kind of interesting. It's like a romance murder mystery. He has got the craziest eyes. He's going to pounce. Do not pounce. Oh my gosh. Hey, could you like be chill for just like 1 second? Okay. This one I think I'm going to set aside for maybe book club as well. And then eventually, like some of these ones I have back here, they will go to free libraries. I just want to figure out, like, I want to make sure I match these with like the right people and I give them to people who will like them. We've got The Girls Before, another thriller. I feel like I've heard good things about this one. Free library. We've got, I think, another memoir, Learning to Love the Way I Am Today. Milo, you're a mess. He's literally a mess, guys. Sunflower Sisters. I don't know what this one. This one's chunky. Like, look at that. That is a chunky book. We've got Sugar and Salt. I don't know what this one is. This will go to a free library as well. We've got What Have You Done? Another thriller that will go to a free library. This gal reads a lot of thrillers, but honestly, I'm here for it. Lisa Jackson, It Happened on the Lake. We have Back to the Prairie. My mom wants this one. She loves a good memoir, so that one will be from my mom. We have The Anniversary, another thriller. We have Abandoned in Death. I don't know what this is, but it's probably a thriller. It looks like a ship thriller. Wait, that's not a ship. Oh my gosh, my eyes don't work. That's literally a bench. It just was so foggy, I couldn't even tell. Okay, ooh, these are gonna fall. We've got My Name Was Eden. I don't know what this one is. Not something I'm interested in, probably. Saint Anything. Don't know what that is. I don't know. I've heard really good things about this one. Dearest, I've actually heard great things about this one. It's Book of the Month edition. Yeah, it looks kind of spooky. It looks a little too spooky for me. So that's going to go over there. Stakeout and Strollers. Let's see. Oh, does this one have... No, this one doesn't have water damage. Something's just weird with the spine. I don't see any water damage. What do we got in here? Oh, a bookmark with this lady's face on it. I probably should give that back to her. So I still have her contact information, so I think I'm going to try and contact her and get that back to her. She might want that. Okay, I'm going to set this one aside for book club people as well, because I feel like they could like it. Hey, could you not do that? Hey, could you not do that, please? You're so cute. Come here. Come to your mom. Oh, okay. We have The Last One at the Wedding. This is also doesn't have a dust jacket. It's a Book of the Month edition. I've heard good things about this one. Free library, though. The Hitchhikers. I think this is another thriller. It looks like a thriller. We've got The Lost English Girl. I think I'm going to set this one aside for my sister-in-law because I feel like she might like this. We have Forgiving What You Can't Forget by Lisa TerKeurst. I actually really like this book. I read this one, and I really liked this book. I read a self-help book on occasion, depending on how I'm feeling. This Changes Everything. This one, another thriller. Oh, this is gonna fall. Tower's going down. Okay, got it. Kristen Hanna, Between Sisters. I've heard really good things about this one, and I've wanted to read this one too, so we'll definitely be saving the Kristen Hanna one. We have Dear Evan Hansen. I have no idea what this is. This one will go to a free library. Danielle Steele, Friends Forever. Barbara Taylor Bradford, A Man of Honor. My sister-in-law might like this one. Let me see what this is about. Probably not. I don't think she would. We have It's Not Her, a signed edition. I might keep this one. A signed edition. I might keep this one. I tried to start reading it somewhat recently. I only got through the first chapter and was scared out of my ever-loving mind, so I don't know. But I might give it a shot and just see again, like, if I can do it. Because I tried to read this like a year ago when I lived in a completely different area, and so I think that could have maybe contributed. Guys, I'm trying to eat the boxes. So I might keep this one. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to set it over here, but I'm not sure. We have Seeking Shelter. We have Too Old for This. And last but not least, All the Little Houses. I've actually heard really good things about this one. I've heard this is a really good book. Let me see what this is about. I feel like my sister-in-law could maybe like this one. She likes an occasional like book like this too. So I think I'm going to set this one aside for her to see if she's interested. And anything she's not interested in will probably just end up going to free libraries. But that is all. That's all we've got, guys. We've got all these books here. I got to put these in boxes now and count them. I've got the ones that I'm going to take. So I'll show you guys again the ones I'm going to take. Hold on. I'm going to set these in my lap. I've decided not to take The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo because while I've heard this is really good, I just feel like somebody else could maybe appreciate it more. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. And then I'm still on the fence about this one. But so I'm thinking about keeping It's Not Her, Between Sisters by Kristen Hanna, Local Woman Missing, The Shippers. I'm actually so excited to read this. Finlay Donovan, Knocks 'Em Dead. Christmas Cupcake Murder, Love a Good Cozy Mystery. Kristen Hanna's Home Again. Kristen Hanna's Night Road. And The Time Traveler's Wife. Okay, now I'm swimming in books. Yeah, so that is all the books that I got off of Facebook. I got all of this for $30, if you can believe it. And there are some amazing books in here. Like, there are some amazing finds. So I'm genuinely just so shocked with what she had. And I'm so excited to, like, hopefully bless some people with these. And I'm really looking forward to, like, giving them to my book club as well, and my sister-in-law and other friends and family. And I really hope that they'll love these and be really excited about these as well. So I'll go ahead and load these boxes real fast, and then I will let you guys know how many books I ended up walking away with. I just got to count everything. All right, guys, I've walked away with 175 books. I counted them all up. That is so many. So many books. 175 is insane. So, yeah, that is all. 175 books. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing everything that I got from Facebook. And thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. Bye.